Okay, level 1, this is for part C of question 1. In a second investigation, 2 different boiling tubes, each containing 10 ml of the same concentration, so 1 mol per liter of nitric acid. This nitric acid in boiling tube A is at 20 degrees Celsius and the nitric acid in B is at 40 degrees Celsius. And a piece of marble chip is put in with mass of 0.5 grams and added to each boiling tube, and the reaction is observed. Explain the effect of increasing the temperature of the nitric acid from 20 degrees to 40 degrees on the rate of reaction, and you should refer to particle collision. Okay, so for boiling tube A, at 20 degrees, the particles are still going to collide. There's still going to be a reaction. It's going to probably look like this over here. It's going to react, at a rate, but increasing it to 40 degrees, that is going to increase the particle movement. Okay, so let's talk about that first. So increasing the temperature by 20 degrees will increase the amount of energy the particles in the acid have. Okay, so and by increasing the energy they have, this will give them more kinetic energy. And therefore, they will collide with the calcium carbonate, CaCO3, at a faster rate and react quicker. Okay, therefore, by increasing the temperature, more successful collisions per second will occur, and the 40-degree reaction will happen faster. Okay, so this is an excellence question. For an achieved in this, you need to at least acknowledge that increasing the temperature will cause more collisions, or that it will give them more energy, or they'll move faster, or something to that. You could also get an achieved point off saying something about that that reactions occur because particles collide successfully, or say something about that if you have more successful collisions, then you're going to have an increased rate of reaction. So there's a couple of marks that you can get from achieved. There's also a couple merit marks that you could get there if you don't get the full answer. So if you talk about that the acid particles at a high temperature will have more energy and therefore have more successful collisions, so notice that that's just a little bit more specific. That could be a merit mark. Or if you talk about that acid particles at higher temperatures will move faster and therefore have more opportunities for collision, you could get your excellence off that. But really, if you fully are explaining that that the higher temperature allows the particles to have more energy and force and therefore more likely to collide, and so therefore produces more of successful collisions between the acid and the calcium carbonate, and then talk about that they have more kinetic energy, and so therefore are faster, so therefore they're going to have more frequent, and this is going to speed up the reaction, then that's where you get the excellence from that question.